wife, but let me tell you something. Being a wife is making sure you have the soap powder. Being the wife is making sure you might throw those clothes in the washing machine. Being a wife is not coming to pick up your drawers after you. That is not.
Who said you had to pick up the drawers? That's what said y'all want to go do it. This is my point here with that. Yeah. We always act like that's such a big thing. Like, especially for the women. Wait a minute. Especially for the women that got kids. Y'all should be cleaning the house anyway. Y'all should be cooking anyway. So you cook.
Great catch. I'm a great wife. I'm a great this. And it's like that hasn't been validated.
All these single girls of yours too. I don't know.
The one thing that I'm seeing is that when you're dealing with a grown ass man,
there it is.
He has a vision and a purpose for his life.
Facts. What he wants in the future.
And what I see is that a lot of these modern women don't want to fall into and play their part in that purpose and in that vision because they have their own purpose and their own vision. I think a lot of women get it confused. Not showing responsibility to motivate a man.
Right.
A man should have his own motivation, his own direction. Your job is to inspire. It's a complete difference. I think a lot of ladies get a man.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Kandid Konvos. I'm your host, Quay Price. We got Chloe on deck. We got Vince on deck. Say what's up to the people, y'all. You muted.
I'm muted. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
The always happy Wednesday.
That's my intro. That's it.
No, I ain't mad at it. So we can keep it like that. Let's see. We let Vince check in when he get ready. But shout out to everybody joining us tonight. Let's say if you're checking us out from YouTube, drop a comment. Let us know where you're at, what state or city you're representing from. Let's say shout out to all my Facebook people as well. Drop a comment. Let us know where you're checking in from. So we always appreciate the support. And also, let's say definitely like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, hit that like button for us. Hit that like button. Likes are free. So definitely like, share, and subscribe. Oh, yeah. I guess I also got to say, also make sure you hit that notification bell over at YouTube so you know when we go live or when we post content. So sometimes we drop some exclusive stuff, so we want y'all to be in the know. So like I said, definitely hit that notification bell so you know when we make moves over here at Kandid Konvos. All right, so folks checking in early. Shout out to my guy Donovan Crawford in the building. He said greetings, good evening, and hello. Appreciate you, brother. Always rocking with the platform, supporting what we do. Shout out to Crystal Reed in the building. She said good evening. And shout out to Reed. All right, cool. So how's your week been so far, Chloe?
It's good. I can't complain. I got a lot done, been pretty productive, so that's always good.
Okay. All right, we'll take that.
How about you?
Man, I ain't hurt nobody yet.
I guess that's good.
Yeah, no, that's good. We'll take it for what it is. But it's Wednesday. Like, let me go ahead and jump on your bandwagon. Let's say happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Oh man. Yeah, that's how it be. Yeah, that's how it be sometimes. All right, let me do this real quick while it is on the top of my brain. Oh, well, I done slipped up. Yeah, hold on, y'all. I'm slipping over here. Let me get my stuff together. All right. Okay, I want to take all day. Guess I can't get my stuff together. I'm over here trying to get this panel link. All right, there we go. So here's the link to join us on the panel. Let's see, you can drop this in your Microsoft Edge or your Google Chrome or on your Apple device. I said if you are on an Apple device, you need to use Safari, as I was informed. But yeah, you can join us on the panel. Let's say you do have the ability to cut your camera off if you choose, but we always encourage you to keep your camera on for a better show and better engagement. Plus it saves on a little bit of that typing. Yeah, you ain't got to type out them long comments. You just say what you want to say. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's a real show. It's an uncensored show. So you can get it off your chest, say what you want to say, and it's going to be what it's going to be.
Come on up, y'all. Don't be scared.
Nah, don't be scared. And then we also have this link in all of the chat feeds as well. So you can catch it at the Kandid Konvos page on YouTube and Facebook. Or you can shoot me a message and I'll send it directly over to you. So we'll leave this link up for a little bit for anybody who needs it and take it from there. Let me see who else we got in the building. Shout out to Kenyatta in the building. She said, good evening. Appreciate you, sis. Always rocking with us, supporting the platform. Shout out to Eva Wright in the building. Hey, y'all. Eva Wright, she be having me. I be ready to slip up and call out her government name. I'll be having to catch myself. All right, cool. All right, so I'll drop this link down for a minute. Let me know if you need the link. Just drop a comment and we can put it back up for you, or we can send it over to you. All right. So I think Vince's still down there. Okay, so let me go and drop this topic and then we'll get on into this conversation. Oh, we got another one. So Eva Wright says, LOL, don't you do that. I'll call myself. I'm not going to put you out there like that. All right, cool. So we'll go and drop this topic and then we'll get on into this conversation. So topic for tonight. You're just dating wrong. Let me run that back. Topic for tonight. You are just dating wrong. Okay, so we got a couple videos for some context. Actually, we got a few for tonight. Yeah, I got yours too, Chloe. So we'll touch that on the back half. But we're gonna get on into this, and actually, I got two I might run, but we'll see. We're gonna start off with the first one. So, topic again: you're just dating wrong.
He shows up with flowers.
That's too much.
Yeah, way
Who said
too
that?
much.
Depends.
You said that?
I think if I'm going on a
Oh,
first
well,
date,
hold on. It's too much. See?
If I'm still on a first date with a guy and he's pulling up with flowers, I think he's trying too hard.
Exactly, but that's why all this like romantic shit, it's no longer appreciated en masse. Because as a guy, it's like 50-50. Either the girl appreciates it, or honestly, more likely than not, she's gonna be like,
it's something. If a guy can show up and be himself, it shows. Like if he shows up with flowers, I'm wondering like, okay, is he trying to make up for something that he feels like he lacks?
But why do you think that? Why is that not just a kind gesture that somebody does? That's a very classical gesture.
I think more so like
that's the norm these days. Though. Like that's the norm in terms of like romance. But in other countries, like I travel a lot and live in Europe quite a bit, and in those countries, women love that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'd be nice. I guess it's just more so. I mean, it depends on the context of if you met them previously.
Okay. So, topic for tonight, you're just dating wrong. Okay, so we got some young ladies in the video. I think what's the name of that podcast? Whatever? Is that what it's called? I think it's called Whatever. Shout out to Whatever. whatever podcast. Definitely go check them out. So they got some great conversations, some great content over there. But yeah, y'all saw the young lady in the video. You know, my man asked, you know, if the man brought flowers to the first date. She said that was too much. Yeah, she said if a man come in there with some flowers, he up to no good. He got some secrets. Yeah, the other young lady tells her, you know, asks her why does she think that? You know, young lady gives her response. You know, the other guy from wherever he's from says that the ladies over in countries where he goes, they, you know, essentially they love some flowers and some, you know, some candy and whatever else. They love that. So yeah, so interesting video. So the reason why I want to have this conversation is because I'm seeing, to be honest with you, I'm seeing more and more of this type of content. Yeah, I actually posted about this, or you know, kind of posted about this recently, just to kind of, you know, see what some of the young ladies were saying. And some interesting responses. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot more content, you know, around first dates, dating, chivalry, type of dates, and a lot of it, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of it has been negative. Yeah, someone had a conversation. You know, just basing this off the video and what you see out here. Do you think we just going about dating wrong? Do you think we are looking at this thing all the way wrong, you know, versus how we actually should be looking at it? Let me get some of these comments then. I'm gonna come to the panel. Let's see. Shout out to my guy Donovan. He said how she treats those flowers is a direct reflection of how she'll treat you. Okay, I feel that, Donovan. I feel that. Let's see. Shout out to Felicia in the building. She said these type of women don't even understand courting. Okay, y'all coming out the gate with it tonight.
Basically,
Okay.
I mean,
see how this about to... Go ahead.
I was just about to piggyback on what Felicia said. I mean, basically, that's it. I wholeheartedly agree.
Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. We still got that sound, Vince. All right, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, man. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I totally agree. This is a whole part of dating. It's weird. You know, you have some women say, what happened to chivalry? What happened to, you know, good guys opening doors and, you know, pulling out chairs and things like that and showing up with flowers, right? Like now we have those women, and then we have others that are saying, well, if you buy me a spa package, you're love bombing me. If you bring me flowers, then what's wrong with you? So I'm just over here like I'm confused, you know. Maybe you can play the video again. I think some people missed it, but I'm confused. I'll let you play it again, and then you know, I'll piggyback.
Yeah. I'll run it back real quick for anybody who's just getting in. So give me 1 sec. I'll run it back one more time.
He shows up with flowers.
That's too.
You go on the first date with a guy. He shows up with flowers.
That's too much.
Yeah, way
Who said
too
that?
much. Depends.
You said that?
I think if I'm going on
Oh, well, hold on. It's too much. See?
If I'm going on a first date with a guy and he's pulling up with flowers, I think he's trying too hard.
Exactly, but that's why all this like romantic shit, it's no longer appreciated en masse. Because as a guy, it's like 50-50. Either the girl appreciates it, or honestly, more likely than not, she's gonna be like,
is this something? If a guy can show up and be himself, it shows. Like if he shows up with flowers, I'm wondering like, okay, is he trying to make up for something that he feels like he lacks?
But why do you think that? Why is that not just a kind gesture that somebody does? That's a very classical gesture.
I think more so like
that's the norm these days. Though. Like that's the norm in terms of like romance. But in other countries, like I travel a lot and live in Europe quite a bit, and in those countries, women love that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'd be nice. I guess it's just more so. I mean, it depends on the context of if you've met them previously.
Okay.
It's just hard out here for dudes. Like, I'm glad that, you know, I'm not a dude, and I'm glad that I'm not dating. Like, I mean, dang. You show up with flowers, you know, something wrong with you. What are you trying to hide? Or if you show up with the wrong kind of flowers, where'd you get these from, the grocery store? Or, you know, I mean, if you want to take them on a coffee date just to kind of talk and get to know them, you know, no, I need to go to dinner. And then you say, okay, well, I'll take you to dinner. Now they want to go on adventure dates. No, take me somewhere fun. It's like, what I'm about to do is show you the door.
Oh,
that's what I'm about to do. I mean, this is the place that I would be as a man. Like, ladies, the ladies in the comments, like, I know, like, y'all see this foolishness. Like, you're dating, right? So just like any situation where you're trying to make a good first impression, those are the types of things you do. You show up on time, you look good, you smell good, you bring flowers if you're a gentleman. Like, these are just things that you just do in the beginning, because first of all, you're supposed to be trying to show your intentions toward that person, that you consider it, that you care about them, that you think they're, you know, worthy of you showing up with these types of gestures. You know, once again, though, are we dating intentionally? If we're dating intentionally, then something like this would be expected, not frowned upon. So once again, I got to go back to what's her intentions.
Right. No, that's real. That's real. Let me get some of these comments then. I'm going to come over to you, Vince. Let's see. My guy Donovan said these women want a man to show up with a big with a bag of money.
No, wait a minute. Then they might say that's love bombing.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah, they got a problem with that too, Donovan. Let's see. Shantae said this is not our community. Who these people, Harpo? You know what, Shantae, this is our community. I got another video queued up right behind this one. This is our community. And let's say, and the reason why I wanted to have this conversation is because, like I said, I am seeing this picking up. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of the sisters saying this same stuff. Yeah, and like I said, I think we need to talk about it and have that conversation before I think it takes a turn for the worse. But I'm gonna circle back to that thought right there. Let's see. Kenyatta said, let's see, these men don't have a chance. Yeah, that's how it's starting to look, Kenyatta. That's how it's starting to look. See, Shantae said, my boyfriend now bought me flowers on our first date, but it was a front. Good guy, but I need them monthly at least. She sound like she making demands, is that?
Since you gotta drop them hints.
she making demands. Dang, Shantae, don't you let me know if I need to send you that link. That sounds like a demand right there. Let's see. Donovan said, Chloe, I've done the door option many times. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna become more common.
Yeah, no, I think it will. Let's see. Shantae also said, I think I got 2 bouquets after, and that was it. I'm gonna leave that alone, Shantae. I'm gonna leave that alone. See, Donovan said, let's see, love bomb or not, she gonna take the cash, smash and grab.
That's a fact. She's gonna take the cash and then she ain't gonna call you no more. She gonna ghost you.
Yeah, no, that's real right there. Did you want to say anything, Vince? Are you good, man?
Yeah, I think we are in maybe the second generation of just hooking up, this hookup culture.
Facts.
I hate we always have to use like our grandparents, but our grandparents and great grandparents, they didn't date. They seen homegirl out on the street. She was young. She was ready to get married, and they courted, which means it has the intention of going somewhere.
Right. We
have a situation now. It's basically, are you good enough to have sex with?
Facts.
So they looking at the flowers and the court. Courting is for intention. And just like your brother Kev and Sammy say, dating is stupid. If you don't have intention, it's really just a waste of time.
Right.
So I think a lot of times, and then you have to understand that a lot of people are not used to dating. They're not used to real courtship. They're used to just hooking up. So when somebody do something extra, they feel like it's an ulterior motive.
Yeah, it's a setup. No, that's real right there. That's real right there. Yeah, let me say this. The guy in the video, he brought up a good point, and I had to just take notes on that. He said, essentially, do women still appreciate these things? Yep, and that would be my question. Yeah, so question to the ladies. I see we got a chunk of folks on here right now. Questions to the ladies. Do y'all still appreciate this type of stuff?
No.
Damn, that was quick.
Women are selfish as I said I promise not to cuss no more. I told God.
Okay, we got it.
Like y'all don't, I mean, these women out here just like really they mad selfish. Obviously, I'm speaking in general terms of just what we're seeing. We have so many of these conversations, and I mean, I stay in the YouTube streets. I stay, I keep my ear to the ground because like this is what we do. And women in general are just selfish. I'm not saying that men aren't, but what I'm saying is women being the ones who say they want to put themselves in a position to find a mate, right? That just means you have to put yourself in a different space. Like, if you're a feminine woman and you understand what I'm saying, why I'm always speaking to women, right? Because as women, we are the ones who get picked. We are the one who are chosen, right? So that means you do have to, there's a preparation. There's a mental, physical, emotional, spiritual preparation as a woman that you have to go through in order to put yourself in a position to be picked. And the way you date and knowing how to date and knowing how to present yourself is a very important part of that. And you going into it with a selfish mindset about me, and what I'm going to get out of it, when the only thing you should be trying to get out of it is a mate. That's the number one thing. So getting to know this gentleman, getting to know what he's about, getting a good idea of his character, his personality, that should be your main goal. And you can do that at coffee. You can do that at bowling. You can do that at dinner. There's so many ways you can do this. So it doesn't matter if he brings flowers, if he doesn't bring flowers, if he shows up like this, if he just, we're really prioritizing the wrong things. We're prioritizing the wrong things. So really it's giving, you just want like you want free entertainment. That's what it's giving. It's giving, because now you don't even want the man to show up with flowers. You like, forget the flowers, you can keep the flowers, because really I just want to go on this date and have some fun. At your expense.
Okay.
That's what it's giving. So I mean, at this point, yeah, it's very selfish. So no, I don't think that women know how to appreciate it, because her response, even the other person, the other young woman was like, well, why can't you just think of it as something nice, like a nice gesture? So, I mean, you know why she can't think of it like that? Because it's not him, it's her. What's wrong with you, boo-boo, that you can't just accept some flowers?
No, that's real. That's real. Let me get some of these comments. Let's see. Shantae said, very much so. Appreciate them. Okay. Yeah, Shantae said she want her flowers. Okay, I ain't mad at it. Let's see. Donovan said, appreciate. What is that? Man, Donovan don't even be holding them up. Let's see. Kenyatta said, let's see. Some have never seen their parents date. No, that's true. I can agree with that. That's definitely probably true right there. Shante said, nothing is a requirement anymore. The single women we talk to goes, let's see. The single women we talk to go straight to the money. No, that's facts.
Period.
Yeah, that's facts. I agree with that.
I want to comment on that straight to the money.
Go ahead.
Topic. It don't seem like that way for me. Most of the women that I know, they be dating broke guys. They be paying. So which ones are going straight to the money? I guess it's the younger girls, because I mean, my age, I'm talking like 35 and over. They the ones paying for dates. They the ones paying to go to Jamaica. They the ones paying for concerts and not wanting to be taken out. And then I think that, I've told this to a young lady the other day when she made a comment on Facebook that guys are offered D before they offer dates. And I said, because we done got hip to y'all game. And the game is every man ain't the same. Just like I was telling y'all a few weeks ago, for the right dude, he ain't got to do nothing. But then you expect the other dude to bring flowers, bring candy, and the other guy ain't got to do nothing but call you. I've heard of ladies that went out with the good guy drop him off, and then she call her boy to blow her back out.
I've heard that too.
Bring some drinks and a blunt so we can get it in. I've been that guy on both sides. So that's the problem, ladies. Y'all ain't consistent, and men know this.
That's real. That's real. All right, let me get some more of these comments. Let's see. Josh, shout out to Jocelyn Dennis in the building. She said, "Are we only talking about women and dating, or both? Is it the woman's fault dating is a failure?" No, so we talking about both. And like I said, we're not placing any blame either. Yeah, like I said, men and women don't know how to date these days. So no, let's go and keep it a buck. But we just talking about the fact that in the video, the guy essentially was trying to be romantic, bringing some flowers to the first date.
Yeah, did you see the video? Because the video was a woman speaking. That's why we're talking about women.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she saw the video.
Just to be clear, this ain't about nobody beating up on women. There was a woman talking. To clarify. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Clay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, she was just talking about the fact that, him bringing some flowers, with some type of possible ulterior motive or something like that. I think my man was just trying to be a gentleman, and we've kind of strayed away from some of these gentleman-like things that fellas do. It's like, now this stuff is not appreciated anymore, or it's less than now to be a gentleman. So that's really where we, having a conversation, Johnson, just to kind of catch you up. Let's see. Felicia said, Vince hit it with dating with intentions. Oh, no doubt. Yeah, no, we talk about dating with intentions all the time. I say, at the end of the day, you shouldn't even be dating if you ain't being intentional. Let me just keep it a buck. But we're gonna touch that on the second half of the show. Let's see. Donovan said, a lot of women today are just plain bored and hungry for excitement.
True.
No, I feel him. Yeah, I hear excitement and entertainment all the time. So I feel you on that, Donovan. Let's see. Crystal Reed say, I agree, Chloe. Okay, she was showing some love. Let's see. Felicia, she said to control them, Vince. Okay, she was co-signing with what Vince was saying. Let's see. Shout out to Joseph in the building. He said, great show. Appreciate it, Joseph. Appreciate you checking in from YouTube, brother. Let's see. We got Donovan. He said, Vince, these younger ladies, the attitude is you better be paying my bills if you want my time.
Legit. Like I've seen men say stuff like that. Like women, like before they go on a date with them, they'll ask if they can pay for the babysitter. They'll ask if they can pay for their outfit, getting their hair done, just things like that. I need some help. Can you help me out with my bills? Like there's been gentlemen who've said women will hit them up, and if they express any interest, that's what they'll do. So
now I do believe that fair exchange ain't robbery. So
come on with it, man.
Fair exchange ain't robbery. Now, if you want it bad enough, pay a couple bills, but that's all you're gonna get though. See, that's what's wrong with the ladies. They know cause for a guy got money, your hair ain't no big thing. They paying you to leave, they ain't paying you to stay, boo. I don't know. I'm paying you to get what I want so you can leave. And if it's a hair done, $100 hair done, a $50 whatever it is. So, I mean, that fair exchange ain't robbery. But if you're trying to find something intentional, I don't know how far you go get with that type of attitude. If you talk about the long run. I mean, you might get something in the short run. But you're playing yourself for the long run. And then I also believe that broke men shouldn't date. Shouldn't date at all.
Yeah, I feel you.
What's a broke man, though?
A one that can't take care of himself. A broke man is a man that cannot take care of himself. A broke man is, if you gotta put some parameters on the date. If you got, I can't pay over $50, then you should be concentrating on working. Because one thing I've seen, I'm gonna give y'all a personal story. I heard some bad news today from the grapevine of another divorce, and it was kind of troubling because I kind of knew, because I've been around him a couple of times, and I was like, it's something off, and I think it has boiled down to he don't make enough money.
Always come back to the money, man.
go back to the money, she want the big house, she want the car, and he just, I think she could do it by herself better. I think she's gotten around because she worked at the big three. This is my personal opinion, and I'm usually right. I think she done got around some executives, and they talking in her ear, and you this, you that, and I don't know if she done stepped out, but she might have somebody in her ear, and her husband is a good man. Good man. I think he probably make about 80 maybe. She probably make about 140 maybe. But then they also jump, like most people don't understand, when you're in the marriage, you're in it for the long run. People want everything right now. They jump from the $50,000 house to the $300,000 house. And he couldn't tell her, "Nah, babe, we need to wait on it. We need to maybe stay here for a little while, save a little bit more money." "Nah, I got this type of income, and it's going to be in my name anyway, because I got the credit, yada, yada." And they done jumped out there, and it's done got tight for them. They got a new baby. It was just disheartening.
Yeah, no, but I'm not surprised though, man, because I actually, oh yeah, there you go. I actually was gonna ask you because see that word broke is so subjective now. Yeah, I know you was just saying in that story you was telling us, man, that the brother's making around 80K, man. A lot of this chicks out here calling him broke, bro. Making $80,000 a year, like they calling that broke. Yeah, so that word has become so subjective now. It used to be the brother who couldn't take care of his business, couldn't take care of himself and keep himself afloat. But now, man, that's not even the case anymore. Like I said, we calling dudes broke, making under 6 figures. So yeah, things have just changed, man. And like I said, stuff is so subjective now. So like I said, I see that so many times. I stay in these, social media streets, and I see so many young ladies calling dudes broke. And then it's like, you ask the question of what is broke, and she like, this dude making 75,000. It's like, that's broke now? Like, dang, what does a brother have to be making to not be broke? Like, so yeah, it's getting wild out here, man. Let me get some more of these comments real quick. Nah, Shantae, I'm not about to put that comment up there. She was coming for you, Vince. I'm not putting that up there. Let's see. Let's see. Kiara said, let's see. Are you still on mute, man? Let's see. Go ahead.
It don't matter to me. I'm transparent. She can say anything. We family.
No, she cracking jokes, man. She talking about Vince and retired thought. She cracking jokes, man.
I like that one.
Yeah, Shantae cracking jokes. But yeah, we all family on this show. We all family. Let's see. Kenyatta said, well, in conversation, women speak on money. Let's see, when you really hear what is being said, she has the money. I'm just saying. Okay. Yeah, this money is always coming up. This money is always coming up. I think I got. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Let's see. Felicia said, let's see, Donovan Crawford, I hear no lies. Let's see, Donovan said, prostitution reformed. I've seen that out here as well. Yeah, I've seen that out here as well.
Prostitutes, you know what, Donovan? You always giving us a new term. Reform prostitutes. I'm gonna have to add that to my list.
But you know what? I've seen that in conversations because, everything has become so transactional. We hear conversations of, ladies and men, talking about, hey, if you do this, I'm paying for this. Or, some ladies, like Donna was saying, you got to pay for my time. That's the same thing that prostitutes say. So that's why that term is floating around like that. And I said, there's some validity to it. Let's see. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, to speak to Jocelyn asking about the men's side of it, that is one comment I have about the men.
Right.
Then she make a valid point. When you say some men don't mind paying, because they're not paying for you to stay, they're paying for you to leave. Okay, then it's a two-edged sword though, right? Because y'all can't be saying stuff like that, and I don't mean the men on this panel, but y'all can't be saying stuff like that. And then when you wake up and all you have around you are women that want to take advantage of you, and there's not enough women of substance that really are intentional and really want your time and really want to be with you, because the part of the problem is men are responding to this kind of behavior. There are men who are responding to it. There are men who are going for it. There are men, like you said, they paying for the league. So they're like, whatever, I don't care. It's a small thing to, it's nothing, But the problem with that is now it's making women think, okay, this is okay. And it's okay for me to have these expectations, and it's okay for me to make these demands. And now where are all the women that just want to really genuinely get to meet you, want to genuinely date, want to, because they're looking for a real relationship. That's the problem with that, though. So I feel like men sometimes need to decide as well. Pick where you're at and just make a decision, because we can't tell women, y'all need to pick a side. You can't say this and then the next day say that. We have to say the same thing to men. Like, men got to get on code. All men need to get on code and decide how they want this to go. If you want a shift to happen in the mindset of women about how we look at how we date y'all and how we approach dating and all of that, then you guys can't be going for this foolishness. You got to shut it down.
That's real. No, that's real right there. Go ahead, Vince.
But I think the thing about it is too that men put women in categories. We have the ones that we want to play with. We have the ones that we want to marry. So it depends on where you want to fall into that category. And some women will feel like, look, I don't really want to be bothered, so, I'm going to get him for what he's good for. And if it lasts a couple months, it lasts a couple months. It depends on what you're looking for. It depends on what your intentions are. If you're intentional about, like, look, I'm looking for something serious, then you're going to look for something serious. If you're looking for something just for the right now, a lot of men say it's easier just to go ahead, because at the end of the day, I won't be bothered with her thinking that, I want to be in a relationship or do this. So I just want it for the night. I'm just keeping it 100. I just want it for the night. And if you down with it, then you down with it. So if your intentions is different, because it's, that's just my experience. And then when men get ready to find a wife, they find a wife. And some women can turn that switch off and say, like, look, okay, I'm tired of dating out here. I'm ready to settle down. But see, it's different for men because we just have more time to play. It just is what it is. We just have more time to play and get it together.
That's real. That's real right there. That's real right there. Let me get some more of these comments real quick. I got you muted. I'll unmute you a minute. Let's see. Kenyatta said everything is microwave, quick, fast, and in a hurry. That's facts. Yeah, we super impatient these days. No patience at all. Let's see. Shantae said Donovan Crawford OnlyFans is like our parents paying for HBO where the freaky movies aired. Shantae, don't be telling on folks out here. See what I'm saying? Telling on folks. Let's see. Donovan said Vince, window shopping and test driving. And I see y'all ain't holding nothing back tonight, boy. Y'all ain't holding nothing back. But yeah, I'm gonna run one more. I said because I had a couple videos around this time. I'm gonna run one more, then we're gonna get into another topic. I'm gonna run one more because I think it plays right into this.
I hate how uncreative a lot of men can be when it comes to like dates. Like, because so many girls get online, I guess, and so many girls so hung up on like basic stuff like flowers and going to expensive restaurants that they try to handle all women the same. First off, I don't like flowers. I don't like flowers. Don't get me none because they're going to die. I'm not going to take care of them. You better off get me edible arrangements because I can eat that. But I don't do flowers. Then as far as expensive restaurants, like I eat at expensive restaurants on my own. I don't see that as a fun date. That's not fun for me. Like, I don't want to sit across a table from you and eat, watch you eat and talk. I don't want to do that. More than likely, I've already been talking to you. I've talked to you enough. I don't need to sit across the table and talk some more and eat. No, thank you. Find something fun to do.
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I'm not a man. I don't know what I'm gonna tell my sons. Like I'm stressed out. just by what? Like I'm stressed. Like I just don't. How is he supposed to know when he meets you not to bring you flowers? How is he supposed to know that you're not going to enjoy sitting across from him at a really nice restaurant, having a glass of wine or a drink and talking to him like you're dating? How is he supposed to know that about you unless you tell him that? And even then, like, we know flowers die, boo-boo. Just like the animal that's dead that you're eating at the restaurant, right? And we know this, but it's all a part of the process. You still got to eat. He got to eat. Why y'all can't eat together? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. And listen, like I said earlier, what is this? All of this entertain me. Like, I mean, y'all don't see what I'm saying here when I say that. It's literally about entertain me. And I thought we were supposed to be getting to know each other. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we can't do fun things on a date, but it's giving you just want me to entertain you. What am I here for? I thought we was trying to get to know each other and build together and learn about each other. Like, you don't talk to me enough, ma'am. If I'm your man or your woman, you're supposed to want to talk to me for the rest of my life. How is you talk to me enough? What is like, y'all? I don't even understand. Okay, I'm gonna let the man speak. I don't know.
Okay, let me get this comment. Then I'm gonna come to the fellas. Let's see. Kenyatta said, "What happened to the thought behind the date?" Yeah, I don't know, Kenyatta. That's why I asked that question.
I'm sorry.
That's why I asked that question earlier. I said, do the ladies even still appreciate this type of stuff? Because I mean, that's what I was always taught. It was the thought that counts. That's what I was always taught. And I'm just trying to figure out what happened to that. Yeah, what happened to the flowers? What happened to the, for the fellas who used to bring the chocolates out? Like, what happened to that? Yeah, what happened to the appreciation for the brother who was just trying to be a gentleman? Like, what happened to that? So I don't know, but like I said, definitely I feel like something is off. Let me go to my guy Herschel since he just hopped on here, man. What's going on with you, Herschel?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good evening.
Doing well, man. I said, since you just hopped on, let me put you on the spot, man. Do you think we dating wrong out here, man? Do you think we done lost sight of what we doing when it comes to dating? Tell me what you think about it, man.
When you say we, you talk about males and females, or you talking about men?
Both. However you want to break it down, man. Give me your opinion, man.
Well, I'm gonna just say yeah. We got the game messed up. It's too many influences out here on like TV, the reality shows. Trust me, I'm not a misogynist. I'm not like a chauvinistic or none of that crazy stuff. But really, a lot of these women out here, they're trying to live a life on like they're on a reality show. They want drama in their life. And it's real. Like it's not even. They probably don't even realize they're doing that. They're just so much used to watching it, and they're programmed to do that. They just want to sit up in that. That lady, that video you talking about, she was talking about she don't want to be out to eat and everything. That's all they want to do. All they want to do is they want to go out with their girls and be having drinks and be out to eat and just, what I'm saying? I don't know. I really don't have much to say. It's like a SHIT show out here, Sorry, it is. It is. It's no values. People don't appreciate people who are really there for them. I don't know. People, they have good things, then they screw it all up. Then they try to blame the other person for that. And it's, I don't know. And it's like, it's a bunch of whack dudes that mess it up for all the rest of us too. You know what I'm saying? In terms of,
that's true.
Like just making all right. So for me, being a man, I feel like you got to put the woman first and everything and try to, take care of her, do this and that. But it's a certain way you do it. It's like a lot of these people that they made it where women feel like they're entitled to certain things.
Right.
Certain, like I'm hearing females talking about their dates that they want to go on trips. Like, come on now. Yeah, we're going to go on some trips, but get to know me first.
Right. It's
fall
gonna be
in love
more
with
serious,
me, get serious with me or something. Then we can go on some trips. We're gonna have some fun. Sure. But all that, it's the game is just messed up. I can't. I mean, I'm like, I have nothing right now. I can't even provide any insight, man. I'm sorry.
I ain't mad. No, you summed it up, man. You summed it up.
Yep.
No, I appreciate it.
At a loss.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Let me see. Shantae said, "Well, see, why haven't you gotten remarried? You dating wrong?" Yeah, no, I think a lot of folks are out here. Let's say they just, I don't even know if they know how to go about dating anymore at this point. Going back to the video and just the whole aspect of appreciation. Like I said, that's just missing. And that's on both sides, to be honest with you. The fellas don't appreciate the women don't appreciate the fellas. Like, let's just keep it a buck. And then the other thing is everything is back and forth. Everything is picking and choosing. Yep, in one video or conversation, I will hear young ladies say they want to be taken out to 4 or 5 star. They want the Ruth Chris, they want the Flemings, they want the Ocean Prime and such. They will even go to the point of saying that if fellas don't spend $300, $400 for the dinner, then he broke. I've seen that in conversations. But now we saying that we don't want to go to the 4 or 5 star dinner. We want to do something fun and be entertained. So it's like, which one is it? Yep, and see, I came from the old school, right? I thought this choice or decision was up to the man. Yeah, I thought he was the one who decided where the first date was going to be. Because I said, I know the ladies always say they don't want to have to plan the dates. They don't want to have to do this and do that. Okay, cool. So now we got a man who steps up to the plate. He plans out a date. He goes and buys the flowers. He takes you out and foots the bill. And now we still saying that ain't enough. Yeah, so this is my thing. Go ahead, Chloe. You want to say something?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You finish.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this is my thing. We can't sit here and be playing in the dating space, but then talking, wondering why we can't get married out here. It's like, because you're playing in the dating space. Yeah, we can't even do the simple things. Yeah, let that man grab you some flowers and take you out and show you a good time. Like, I don't understand. Like, why we can't sit at the dinner table? You get your little red wine. I get my little cognac. And we sit here and have a conversation and get to know each other. Like, when did that become a problem? So I don't understand it. Y'all see, y'all got me lost. Go ahead, Vince.
But I think a lot of it is cap too, man. Because
you
ask some of these ladies, well, was the last date you been on? They couldn't tell you the last date. If you ask them, did your baby daddy take you out on a date? He ain't never took her nowhere but to Coney Island. So I think a lot of this be capped, and it be something to where they can say, this is the reason why I don't date. Like you trying to sabotage the situation before it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, yeah. I need a man that can do this, but you ain't never had a man that did that though. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody who say, well, I got a man, I need a man that makes six figures, but you ain't never even dated a man that makes 6 figures.
Right.
And, I always ask when they get mad at me. I had a few friends that unfollowed me. I said, well, how much money your baby daddy make? The man that you gave the best prize, well, how much did he make since you need a new guy to come in and play baby daddy? How much did he make? Oh, well, that don't matter. I was young. I said, yes, it does, because that's what matters. You're gonna look at what you gave a child to, and he gonna pay you, But now I gotta be Russell Wilson.
You know how I go.
And deal with a fool and see that's what they keep tripping on. What man in his right mind, and he had every option. I'd be different if he had a couple kids, but he had any option he could find, and he picked a woman that had a full baby daddy like feature, and they think that's just great. Oh, I'm a fat, you know what I'm saying? Yes, do you understand what this man got to deal with the rest? He got to deal with dumbass future for the rest of his life.
Right.
She ain't got to deal with Black China. But they all, I gonna find me a Russell. But you won't even appreciate Russell. That's the problem. Sierra probably appreciate Russell and kiss his feet every day. Like, baby, I'm so happy you took me out of these streets and gave me a safe home.
Bruh. Oh, you wild, man. You wild.
But are they gonna do that? Are they gonna kiss that man's feet that saved them for these streets? Or are they gonna act like, oh, well, that's what you were supposed to do?
Oh no, you know that ain't happening. You know how that go.
You're supposed to take care of me and somebody else's kids.
Yeah, but that was the point I was making earlier. Like I said, we've lost the sight of the appreciation. So no, they're not going. Let's say they just going to expect that. But see, they're not going to appreciate if a brother does step up and provide that foundation, for those kids that are not biologically his. So y'all said we definitely got a selfish and appreciation issue going on right now. You want to say something, Chloe? And I'll do some more comments. Then we're gonna flip up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you can't have. I think the young lady in the first video saying, "I want him to be himself," right? She's right. Feeling like him coming with flowers maybe is not him being himself, which she has no idea if that's him or not. That's why, I agree with what you said. Like, the man is supposed to be planning the date. That's the point, right? He asked you out. So maybe you should let him plan the date so you can get to know what he's like. Because the type of date he plans is going to it's going to give you some data. You are going to be able to get some idea of, like she said, how creative Shantae said, how creative this man is. Is he creative? Is he not creative? What does he think is what do he think is fun? What does he think? What kind of food does he like? You're already learning a lot about him by just letting him plan the date. It's giving, I want to be in control.
Right.
That's what it's giving. It's giving that women so much so want to be in control that they can't even let a date happen. They can't even let, kind of go with the flow and let this man plan a date for them. They're so worried about if they have a good time on the date, when the whole point of the date is for you guys to get to know each other. The whole point of the date is for you guys to explore what you could be together. That's the point of the date. That's supposed to be the fun part, not the activity. You guys can be literally doing anything, but it's very much given, no, it's got to be about what I want, where I want to go. Don't do it like this, do it like that. And it's very much given control. This to me says, if this is how you are just about a date, then how are you going to approach our relationship? If you can't even just sit back and allow a date to happen and let a man just plan a nice date and take you out, if you need to control every aspect of that date, why would I not think that this isn't saying a lot about you and your personality and your character? Right. And I would just say, guys, if this is what you're seeing from her, abort mission.
That's real. That's real.
And women too. Listen, if a man, in this sense, the man should be planning the date. So I'm not gonna say if he wants to plan the date, he should be planning the date. He asked you out, he should plan the date. But I'm just saying these are things that you can pay attention to. Let the man plan the date, because once again, it is gonna tell you something about his character and his personality. That's free. That's free game right there. You're learning about him before you even get to the date. So I'm just like, we need to get back to just, I think, women being able to understand how to receive. That's and real. Women struggle with just receiving, just sitting in a feminine space and just receiving and accepting and not feeling like you always have to do. We can't, as Black women, complain about always having so much on our plate. As Black women complain about we always have to work everything out and figure everything out. We can't complain about that and then turn around when a man has an opportunity to do something for us and say, no, do it like this. Once again, I thought you said you were tired of that, right? So just make it make sense.
No, that's real right there. Let's see. Shout out to my guy Ray Banks in the building. Yeah, I got to get with you, Ray, on some of them, some of that single malt, but we'll get into that. Shout out to my guy Ray Banks. He said, let's see, don't think dating is wrong because what's going on today is not dating. Okay, I appreciate that, Jim, right there. I got to agree with you on that, Ray. I said, we are definitely not dating, especially in the traditional sense for that matter. So shout out to you for that comment, Ray. Let's see. Donovan said a good man is a good man when and only when he finds the right one who appreciates who he truly is. No positive efforts are in vain. Yeah, man. And I said, I think some of these words are at the root of our problem. I said, I hear a lot of fellas now talking about being appreciated. I hear a lot of fellas talking about respect. So yeah, man, we definitely got some work to do out here. Let's see. Shantae said, let's see, it's more valuable men now. Y'all men got it bad. No, definitely. Definitely challenging out here. See, Kenyatta said, yes, they do. Let's see. Shantae says she wants a woman. Men just aren't that creative as a whole. Okay, I feel that. I feel that right there. Let's see. Kevin Palmer in the building. The real KP. He said, let's see, you don't get what you want. Let's see. You don't get what you want, you get what you are. All she's going to get is a low value man. A high value man won't stick around. All right, shout out to that comment right there. Let's see. Donovan, let's see. I thought girls matured faster than boys. Man, you know what, man? I be having this conversation all the time. Yeah, I've been having this conversation all the time. I know we were taught that. Let's see, Kenyatta, let's see. Yeah, see, she agreeing. That's what we were told maybe years ago. Yeah, I have that conversation all the time. And I'm not sure how accurate that is. Yeah, so I'm going to leave that right there. Well, shout out to those comments. Listen, everybody that's watching right now, do me a favor, hit the like button for us. Hit the like button. Likes are free. So hit that like button for us. Just support the channel. Likes are free. Hit that like button for us if you're watching us right now. Okay, I'm gonna flip us up real quick. Listen, I'm not gonna have us on here all night, but we got one more topic we got to touch. Chloe sent over one. It's tying into everything we're talking now, so we're gonna kick that off. And Chloe, actually, I got to switch this topic up to match. Okay. So topic number two. Topic number two. I want to do what men do. It's an interesting type of topic. I want to do what men do. Okay. Well, let's see how this gonna pop off. Let's see what she got to say.
Had a backup plan.
But no, never had a backup plan. I mean, talking to a guy, yes. If a man is talking to you, he's also practicing rotational dating, so you should be doing the same thing.
Ooh, so you think you should follow what a man does?
No, it's not necessarily about following what a man does.
Do you think it's good for a woman to have behaviors like a man?
In some cases, yes.
And what behaviors would those be?
Practicing rotational dating.
You think that's good for a woman?
I do.
Do you plan on getting married in the future?
I do.
Okay.
I would like to.
Think about it, right? Let's just use logic. If you didn't think like a man and you actually thought like a woman, you wouldn't use rotational dating, right? So rotational dating, it's okay for a man because men, we desire quantity. Women desire quality. So if you weren't acting like a man, you wouldn't be 30 and single. You would be in a relationship and have a full husband right now. But the fact that you practice rotational dating, it got you more picky. It's like going to an ice cream shop. Say if you got 2 flavors at the ice cream shop, chocolate and vanilla, it's gonna be an easy choice. But if you go to an ice cream shop and there's multiple choices and you want to try out the cookies and cream, the cookie dough, the rainbow flavors, you want to try all the flavors. Now you got a taste for everything. When you're dating multiple men, you start comparing back from when you tasted rainbow, cookies and cream, cookie dough. So it makes it harder for you to be able to settle down in a true relationship because you've experienced so much. You wouldn't have to date a lot if you had discernment, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Topic number two. Man, I want to do what the men do. All right, Chloe, so I know you sent that one over. So what was you thinking? Let me hear what you got to say about this.
I just don't understand why women think that dating. I don't understand why women think behaving like a man is a flex. Like, it's not a flex that you're masculine. Mm-hmm. It's not a flex that you decide to do what a man does, or that you can do what a man does. Like, first of all, you can't do what a man does. Every time women try to behave like men, it backfires. Even if it doesn't backfire right away, it eventually will. they will end up reaping the consequences of that, because you are literally going outside of your nature. I am all about reclaiming femininity. That is literally what I'm about. So I'm at the point now where I'm like, ladies, you wouldn't be so burnt out. You wouldn't be so tired. You wouldn't be so worn out. You wouldn't be so mad, angry, bitter, resentful if you just understood this one important fact. You're a woman. You're not a man. And you're not supposed to act like a man. You're literally, physically, mentally, emotionally different on purpose, because you have a completely different function. And if you learned how to just function as in the way you were created, I almost want to say maybe your life wouldn't be so hard. Maybe you wouldn't be popping up on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube shorts talking about how you tired and you just want a man. Somebody come pay my bills. Like, maybe you wouldn't be doing that at 45, 50, because you have been operating in the wrong spirit. You have been operating in the wrong energy. You have all this masculine energy. And a man probably has been looking at you. There's probably a man that's interested in you right now, sis. And he just like, she cool, but I can't deal with that attitude. I can't deal with that personality. She too aggressive. She too this, she too that. And the reason why I'm speaking about women, just for anybody in the audience who is wondering, is because I am a woman. And I feel like there are certain things that women just need to say to women. There's just certain conversations, men just, certain things they shouldn't say and they can't say.
Right.
But as a woman, I'm speaking to women because I'm like, ladies, we have to wake up. We have to make changes. Period. We have to make changes for ourselves because we're operating. It's burning us out. It's doing a job on us mentally. And now we think self-care is going to the spa. We running up debt, trying to keep ourselves happy because we can't figure out that the thing that we really searching for, one, is the truth. And the truth can only be found in Jesus because he's the way, the truth, and the life. But even beyond that, you're not being true to yourself. You're not living your truth. If you're operating in masculine energy and you're a woman, you are not living your truth, sis. You are not. And this woman in this video saying you need to date like a man. Why? Let me tell you what that does. Just what he says. You rack up bodies. Guess what? The man that you really want is not going to appreciate you having all of this experience. He's not. Not every man is going to be able to stomach that. They're not. On top of that, when he finds out that you've been dating him and he's been doing what he's been doing for you, and the whole time you've been dating another dude, the male ego, ladies, he ain't about to. You're done. Even if he was the one that you liked more, you're done. Because in his mind, it's like, here I am thinking I'm building with somebody, I'm pouring into somebody, I'm doing things for her that I wouldn't do for anybody else because I'm been. And how do you know he dating other people? What if he's not? So it's just crazy to me. Like this goes back to dating intentionally. When you don't date intentionally, my thing is if you feel like he could be dating somebody else, first of all, I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think people should date multiple people. I think you should focus on one person at a time and get a chance to know that person, especially if you're trying to be in a monogamous relationship and one day marriage. But sis, I mean, we know what this is. Competition is competition. If you feel like he dating somebody else, then be the best. Be better. I don't understand what the problem is. If you think he dating another chick, you already know what to do, sis. You know what to do. So I'm just over here, like, ladies, I think we're missing the point. The point is not for us to be more like men. The point is for us to embrace and master what is unique, what is desirable, what is powerful about being women. And we're spending so much time trying to be masculine and be like men we've lost the art of femininity, true feminine nature, and how to really use the power that we have as women over men.
Right. No, that's real. That's real right there. So I got a question. Like I said, I can see we got a lot of folks, once again, a lot of folks watching right now. So I got a question for the ladies. Question to the ladies. Ladies, why do you want to date multiple men at the same time? Yeah, keep it a buck. Yeah, keep it honest. Why do you want to date multiple men at the same time? 'Cause I'm be honest with you. I'm a dude. I ain't want to date multiple women at the same time. Just being honest with you. And just keeping it transparent. I ain't got the patience. And I'm not about to be out here playing. I just ain't cut like that. I ain't got time to be playing. So I'm not even on it. But I know everybody different out here. But I'm just curious. Like I said, to the ladies, why do you want to date multiple men at the same time? Yeah, I'm just curious. So yeah, somebody drop a comment. Let me know. Because I want to know what that's about. You want to say something, Vince? Or you good, man? You muted right now.
I want to say that I think a lot of times, we getting our cues from these entertainers, and these athletes, and they live a totally different life. Everybody ain't Nick Cannon. Everybody don't want all them child support checks coming. I know when I got prepared and I was ready for my wife, I found Remy, and I haven't even talked to a woman since we met. Haven't even talked to one. Didn't want to. So I think all this, trying to, and the thing about it is that these ladies don't want to be men. They don't. Because if that's the case, then we always talk about this money, it wouldn't matter. But it does. It's just in their nature. They want to be provided for and protected for, and protection not against everything else, but also protection from herself. See, men have the insight to protect you from yourself, the right man. He'll protect you from that bad decision. He'll protect you from that, that emotional decision. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that they've been pushed that, of course, and it's not in their nature. They want the benefits of being a man, but not the responsibilities. In my opinion.
No, that's facts. I talk about that all the time. That's that picking and choosing. Yep, that's that picking and choosing. And I think that's what gets us in a lot of trouble out here. Yeah, at the end of the day, we got to pick a side. And that go for fellas as well. Yeah, we got to pick a side. Yeah, men can't choose. Like they can't choose if they're going to be men or not. You just got to be a man. It is what it is. As soon as it come your way, you got to deal with it. Yeah, we can't pick and choose. Yeah, so we got to keep it a buck. I'll go comment right here from Shantae. Let's see. Shantae said, dating does not mean sex. Dating is what's your favorite color. I don't even want to talk about credit scores in the early part of dating. Once the intention is set, then build from there. Okay. Yeah. So no, Shantae, I feel that dating is not always sex. But like I said, my question still stands. Why do you want to date multiple men at the same time? Yeah, we know how they go. So I said, it's got to be something behind it. It's got to be something behind it. So I'm curious to know what that is. I want one of these ladies on here to keep it a buck. Yep. Why do y'all want to date multiple men at the same time? It's got to be something behind it. I need one of y'all to go ahead and lay it out. Somebody holding back. Shantae, Woodsy on here. Shout out to Woodsy in the building. Somebody knows something on here. Ray Cribbs in here. Eva Wright, they up in here. So somebody know. I want to know what's up. You want to say something, Chloe?
No, I was going to ask. I'm curious what Herschel got to say about it.
Go ahead, Herschel. You want to say something, man?
Yeah. Again, I hate the generalization of things. I always generalize. Like that lady was saying, she want to be like how men be. No, you want to be like how a certain type of man be. because not all men is like that. Just like what Vince was saying. No, I'm not like that. I ain't out there like that. I'm not rotating dating and stuff like that. I've never really been that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? So it's certain individuals. So to put that in one group is to say that's all men do. That's kind of messed up, you know. For one, so she got it all messed up in the first place. So she don't even know what she's talking about. And I think why people, like you saying women too, but why people want to date other people and this and that, it just goes back to like it's just becoming to be lack of morals. You know, I mean, I'm sorry, you said the word old school. I'm probably old school too. I was brought up where, like, you know, I mean, you have a period of that, like when you have your days when you was young and you were just out here like that. But when you become an adult and mature, and you're thinking about having a family, having kids, and if you say you even got kids already, and they're watching your every move,
right?
What you out here doing? What are you
That's
doing
real.
out here with 5 and 10 different people you trying to date, or you just want to just play the field? I just want to just see what my options are. Or no, get out of here. You know, it's just silly. It's stupid. I mean, I understand sometimes people got to like say, okay, well, you know, they got to figure out, you date one may not work out. So you go to another one, this and that type of situation. But if your agenda is to just say, I'm just going to be single, I don't want to be tied down to nobody, I want to just do this and do that and get out, you going about it the wrong way already.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, man. And like I said, I think that's where a lot of that trauma comes in, a lot of that baggage. Man, some of these kids we see out here, like that's when all that happens. Yeah, and I'm just trying to figure out, like I said, what is the value? Yeah, I'm not hating on nobody. You do what you do. But I'm just trying to figure it out. What is the value in dating all of these people at the same time? Like, what is the value in it? Now, I hear the jokes out here. You know, the ladies talk about, I got to do for food, and I got to do what I call when I need stuff fixed, and I got to do what I call when I need. So, I mean, if that's what it is, then ladies, y'all can just say that. But like I said, I want to know what it is. What's the value to doing it? Because if anything, it's hurting us more than it's helping us. Go ahead, Vince.
Yeah, I think that, you know, when I was single out there, I heard about it like it helps me not to be all in on one person.
Oh, okay.
I heard that a lot when I was dating. Oh, well, it helped me because I don't want to be all in on one person. I just want to see what's out there. But my thing is, if you're looking to get married, then shouldn't you be all in on one person? So it's kind of like I didn't understand that, because if you're looking for your husband, you're not looking for your husbands. You're looking for your husband, which is one man, not a multiple. It ain't a multiple choice. That's your husband or that's your wife. So I think a lot of time it's because they're trying to protect something. They're trying to put a wall up, and if I'm dating multiple people, then I can't really get tied down with one. But I want to get tied down with one. But I'm gonna do the stuff to not get tied down with one.
Oh my God! Oh man, don't be making no sense. Oh man, let me get some more of these comments. Let's see. My guy Donovan said, I think these women who have bench riders are for rotation, emotional purposes. Okay, so like I said, the backup plan. That's what my man was saying in the video, the backup plan. Let's see. Donovan said, dude number 1 puts his foot down, she bounces dude number 2. Right. So yeah, so essentially, yeah, backup plan, just like my man was saying. See, shout out to Ray Cribbs in the building. She said, I've been married since high school. I'm a tomboy, but I still want my hubby to take care of me, and he does. Straight like that. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. Let's see. Shout out to Tiffany Weaver in the building. Tiffany in the building. Shout out to Tiffany. Let's see. She said, I've been told the reason is not to put all their eggs in one basket. Okay, so I think this is what Vince was just touching on right here. So, Tiffany, let me ask you this question if you're still watching. Is this a myth? Yep, is this a myth, this concept of putting all of our eggs in one basket? The reason I ask you that is when we go buy eggs, they all in the same carton. They don't separate them things out. You get your little dozen, and they all in the same cart. But isn't the importance of this to make sure your basket is strong? Yes, I think sometimes we miss the concepts on some of these things. Yeah, they don't sell individual eggs out here. I ain't never been to the grocery store and bought one egg. I don't know where that's at. Yeah, we get them all in the same dozen crate, styrofoam or paper, whatever it's made out of. Then we put them all in the same grocery cart. So all of our lives, we've been dealing with eggs in the same basket all of our lives. But now when it comes to dating and relationships, then we want to diversify. Yep, and that's part of the problem. Yep, to Vince's point, you're not looking for 5 husbands. You're looking for 1 husband. So when you actually intentional in your dating and you put your energy, and this is the key, you put your energy into the correct person because you have secured and strengthened your discernment. That's the key. Then you're not worried about all your eggs being in one basket because that's the basket you want them in. Yeah, but see, that's what ends up happening. Yeah, we end up just diluting ourselves. To Chloe's point, just be wearing yourself out. Yeah, because look at it from both sides, right? So you got the lady, she's dating all these different dudes. You can't never focus and put the correct energy into the right person. It's impossible because you're juggling between all these different people. Yeah, it's a similar situation for the fellas. Yeah, you dating all these different girls. So you Tuesday, you out at Roof Chris, burning up $300 on this one. Wednesday, you out here at Starters, burning up another $130 on this one. You know, Thursday, you out here at Ocean Prime, burning up a quick $600. Friday, you over here at Eddie V's. You out a couple thousand by the end of the week and still ain't found your wife. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. I'm wondering if some of these things that we were conditioned with in the past is what's tearing us up and destroying us today because we didn't interpret them right. So we got to sit down and think about that. Do we really know how to date? Let's keep it honest. Do we really know how to date? See, shout out to Chaz Johnson from YouTube checking in. He said, love the channel, people. Hope you all blow up soon. Let us know how we can help promote the channel. Appreciate that, Chaz. Appreciate that. I said, we're trying to get us there. We're trying to help our people get there. Let's see. Shantae said, let's see. I got a bench rider that texts me once every 90 days just to say hello. Yeah. He said he's sticking around in case we could later have something. Let's see, never had sex, but dated for like 4 months. I ended it because I knew he wanted more, and I had just moved down here. Let's see, that's his emotional attachment, not mine. Yeah, see, Shantae, she be having me ready to send that link. She be having some stories. She be having some stories. Oh man, let's see. Donovan said men with multiple women is called an orgy. Well, that too. Let's see. Women with multiple men is called a train. Kenyatta, get your boy over here. Get your boy. Let's see. Shout out to Des J. He said, let's see. Have men in your family life to help vet equals less likely to have to date multiple men. So Des J, shout out to this comment. So I agree with this. Ladies, do you leverage the men in your family to help vet the men that you are dating? Or better yet, do y'all even want the men to know who y'all date? I see Herschel shaking his head. Do the ladies even want the fellas in their family to know who they over here dating with? Yeah, I'm just curious, but that's a good comment right here, Des. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. But I wholeheartedly agree with that, and I've said that before on the show. We both are totally different. Yeah, men see things differently than women. Women see things differently than men. So when it comes to you interacting with men, your most valuable asset is going to be a man. Yeah, we can see right through stuff. As soon as my man say something out of his mouth, our little man sense be going off. I'm sure Vince and Herschel can co-sign. Our little man sense be going off. Like, what did he say, sis? Nah, he ain't that one. Keep it moving. And that goes for women as well on the flip side. There's certain things that women can say to a man and another woman hear it. And she like, nah, bro. She not that one. Go ahead and cut her loose. She ain't talking right. So yeah, that may be, like I said, that may be a value add, ladies. Maybe you do need to go ahead and involve some of these fellas in your family, especially fellas that you trust, to help you vet some of these fellas. Maybe, you can cut out some of this unnecessary time investment that we doing out here.
Yeah, and not friends, because the friends that they think are friends are only friends because they can't be more than that. There are some people there are some platonic ones. There are some, I will say there are, but the majority, no. Majority, they are friends because that's all that they can be right now. So they're gonna say what they want. They're gonna say whatever they can say to get you to get your way thinking, to try to steer your way over to them. And that's just what they do. So yeah, so family, go to your family, go to your bloodline, whoever you consider a family.
That's
more
real.
So.
That's real. That's real. Okay, shout out to that. Let's see. Ray Crib said, my grandmother always said that, but she also said to have self-respect. No, that's doubt right there. You got to have that self-respect. Always got to have that. Let's see. Tiffany said, I guess it worked for some. I understand, explore your options, but like you, I didn't have that energy and time to juggle multiple people. No, Tiff, we ain't out here playing like that. We ain't got time. We ain't got time. Let's see. Y'all mess around and forget who told me what. Hello, exactly. Yeah, it's too much juggling out here. Yeah, it's too much juggling, Les, and I think that's what accounts for a lot of our trauma and baggage out here. Go ahead, Vince.
I'm about to say something funny. And say, these women think they Bridgerton. Have you ever watched that show Bridgerton on Netflix?
I heard about it.
Where all the princes will come and they be battling for the one princess. And it's like 5 or 6 princesses and they all pulling out their swords and I'll take her. No, I'm going to take her. But she's a princess, though.
Right.
Most of us are just average people. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you got to understand that the dude that you really want, he not going to be put in no rotation. He value himself too much for that.
Facts.
It's like I tell you, that 4-month guy was probably the guy that was buying all them flowers, too.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't he? That was the one that was buying all them flowers you just putting to the side.
Come on, Shantae, speak on that.
Y'all not gonna come this just because she ain't on the panel.
No, she dropping comments over here. She definitely tapped in. Let's see. Ray Crib says self-respect is not giving your prize to any and everyone. Save your prize, let's see, for your gift that the Lord has in store for you. No doubt. Oh, she shut that down quick, Vince. She said nope. She said, let's see, I'm a player kinda. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, she do say she reformed. That's what she said. She reformed. Let's see, Ray Crib said, let's see, you gotta have the right men in your family too. No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. Let's see, Donovan said, my cousin just had me vet a potential about 7 months ago. I approve. She's glowing and they're happy. There it is. It's just that simple. See, Kenyatta said, Vince, that's part of that fairy tale mindset. Shaking my head. Yeah, no, that's real.
Then also,
hold on. Tay coming. What's going on, Tay?
I had to come on here because I don't think people understand, because all this what the Lord got in store for you and all of this. Sometimes because she's been married, for a long time, which is a blessing for people to find their person early. Okay, that is definitely a blessing. But what y'all got to understand is when you are a single person, you cannot. If I spend 6 months on one person, that's first of all, that's essentially being faithful to a man that's not mine. If we don't have an intention set, as far as us building something, if we're just getting to know, and you really can't see patterns in a guy until about 4 to 6 months, whether that be his money management, whether that be his dedication to you, whether that is to see if he's a man of his word. You gotta watch these patterns before you even sign on a dotted line to even get to start kicking it. Okay. So in that time span, if I spend 6 months on one guy, then spend another 6 months on another guy, that's just 2 guys that I've gotten to know out of the whole year, because I'm sitting here being faithful to these guys that aren't mine. When I'm talking, okay, so when I'm speaking when I'm not dating with intentions, when I'm filtering out who I want to date with intentions, because it's a process of elimination. Being single is hard out here. So if it's a process of elimination, if I got a good vibe with two people, or say I'm dating two guys at one time and I got a good vibe with both of them, but this one, he seems more responsible, because maybe he's a man of his word. Maybe when he said he was gonna, maybe he was on time, because being on time is something is big to me. Maybe he was on time when we met at the restaurant, because I mean, when I'm early dating, I don't hop in the car with nobody. I'm gonna drive there, and you're gonna drive there, and we're gonna meet there. So time, so if I'm essentially just doing that with one person every 6 months, and then I get to know at the 4-month mark, like, okay, or with a guy will get to know at a 4-month mark, like, oh, I want something more. Like I was saying about the guy, it was just the guy I was dating. It was no sexual, nothing, but we were cool. We would go kick it. I was a blast to hang out with. He was a blast to hang out with. But what he thought was it was about to be sexual. And then when it wasn't sexual, he accepted it, but then he fell for me, because now you went from a guy who just thought you was about to take me on a couple dates and I was going to bust it open, to now you're head over heels for me. You know what I mean? Because you really actually got to know me, and you got to know me as a person without any title on anything, without anything. We're just enjoying each other's company. So once I found out that he wanted more, and I had just moved down here, I wasn't looking for that. I just cut it off. It was nothing, like he understood and he respected the fact, if you're going to date good guys or surround yourself with good guys, sex is never an issue. They could care less. They ain't been having sex this whole time. They've been beating their meat, and they're going to keep beating their meat until you decide that you want to. So at the end of the day, like, sex was never even talked about. Would they flirt with you sexually, or would you make little innuendos? Yeah. But at the end of the day, we grown. But that don't mean you about to take me back to your house. I'm about to get in my car. I'm going to go to my house, and you're going to get in the car and going to go to your house. Now when I started dating the boyfriend that I have now, who brought me the flowers, it was intentional from the beginning, because I had been here for a couple years, and it was intentional. So therefore, but before him, I had a whole roster.
Okay, go ahead, Chloe. You want to say something?
Yeah, can you throw up Dez's comment? Because I'm going to kind of piggyback off what he said, right?
All right.
Ladies, men tend to curve women covertly. The man that you'll want won't even approach if they detect that you are moving out here in these streets. And the thing is, you'll never even know it. This is the point that I'm making. So, listen, I'm not single anymore, but I have been single. I wasn't born married. So there's that part, right? Also, I agree, what's for you is for you. But I think sometimes we're delaying what's for us because we're not being intentional, and not even just with dating, period, right? Like, you got to understand that if you date intentionally, you probably won't need to spend that long with a person before you know if that's not even somebody you should be with. So all of this time, if you're just dating that one person and giving that one person your time and attention, then it's not going to take you 6 months to know if this person is even somebody you should even keep giving time or energy to. If you are dating intentionally, and that's what we're going back to, we shouldn't be out here playing hookup culture. Like, we shouldn't be, because all it does is it breeds trauma for women, because as much as women say they can detach, we cannot emotionally detach from sex. Because, Tay, you might have been able to control yourself, but let's be honest. A lot of people not out here controlling themselves when they dating people. They dating and sleeping with these people. There are some who aren't sleeping with the people that they date. And I'm sure there are. But some of these people that's dating multiple people, they testing out the goods as well. And in a situation like that, it's it's not conducive to you really finding your person. And like Des said, like if a man catch even a whiff of that, that's what I was saying earlier. His ego not gonna be able to deal with that. He not gonna be cool with that. Not if he actually really like you. Now, if you just like you said, fair exchange. If he really is just y'all kicking it, then whatever. But if he really like you like that, you could miss out on your person. And that's the only point. That's the only perspective I'm trying to give. Like we have to be more intentional because if we don't, ladies, sometimes we can be missing out. Sometimes it's taking us longer to find our person because of how we moving out here. It's how we moving. Men too. Sometimes it's taking you longer to find your person because of how you moving out here. Neither men or women are being very intentional.
Facts.
Like sometimes we sabotaging ourselves. That was my only point. I get it though. Like I'm not telling women to spend years with one guy and this guy is not producing. Like, please don't do that. But also I think if we started a little earlier, dating with intention and didn't spend a whole decade, our 20s, playing around, then we might not feel like we're in such a time crunch and we would be able to take that time to date somebody and focus on that person and then find out if that person is even worth dating. Like, I think that's a part of it too. I'm just providing like a different perspective. Like it don't always have to be that, right? If we do it right, it doesn't always have to be so darn hard, I think is what I'm saying.
That's real. You want to say something back to that, Shantae? You good?
No, I understand. I understand. I understand. But it does take me a while because I don't, I'm not out with that guy like every day. I have to still work, I don't think in the dating period you're supposed to ask for any money, so this is you're just getting the dates and the time spent and the food, whatever you're getting. So you still got to work. So I think that it just depends on what kind of pace, because I just don't move like that. Like if we date and we might go somewhere and we kick it, and no, they don't know. I could go to dinner with one guy, but I'm really about to meet another guy at this bar for drinks. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know that because I'm not like, all right, on to my next date. I'll talk to you later. No, I'm definitely not like that. You just move around how you move around. I mean, you just be discreet. I gotta go. But and dating also starts from the beginning. It's about how you carry yourself, period. Because regardless, I don't even have to say, but I'm a little aggressive though, and they know that. I don't have to say nothing. You're not calling my phone after a certain time because I'm gonna say something. You probably gonna get cussed out. So they don't, but if you carry yourself, not saying weak or timid, but if you carry yourself like you open to get a call at 2:00 in the morning, they gonna do it. Because see, men have sex by chance, and women have sex by choice. And I think that sometimes men get it messed up because the women are so easy. But if you take, not saying take your power back like but if you take your power back and understand, like, I'm running this, you're not running nothing. Even if I'm just running my mouth right now, in the beginning when you dating, I don't know how these women be giving it up like that, and that's when y'all be talking about the bodies and stuff, because I don't be understanding, because I'm not catching no bodies. My health alone scares me enough to hold it down.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Just being concerned about somebody's health, or just making sure that you stay healthy. But no. So when my dating is, while my dating might be, I do serial date. While it might be like that, I think I might do it in a healthier way, only because I know what I want and I know what I'm looking for. And it might take me 6 months because I'm smart, but I'm a little naive sometimes. And I look up like, oh yeah, he ain't, So it might take me a little bit longer, but I cannot be faithful to a man that's not mine. Now, if we get intentions set, then yeah, I can start doing that. But just
Okay, so let me ask you this, and I'm gonna go to Vince. So you said you can't be faithful to a man that's not yours. Do you want that man to be faithful to you while you're not his?
No. That's not none of my business. If they sleeping together, that's really not none of my business. We ain't even talking about that. If you're trying to get to know a person, why are you even asking about some other females? That shows a sign of weakness and insecurities.
Wait. Hold on.
What the hell?
Wait a minute.
You got a new sound?
Yeah, you know I do. So let me ask you this. So you telling me if you dating a guy, you walk up in the little, I don't know, the little wine bar, and he up in there sitting with another chick, you ain't feeling no type of way?
No, I might be like, dang, but you know, what? He's not mine.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave it just like
Then
that.
you gotta do the others as you want done to you.
Stop the cap.
No, it ain't no cap. And don't go to the same restaurant. You can't move like that when you single. How you even running into another one?
You know I'm messing with you.
But no, I don't feel a certain type of way because that's not my, you know what I mean? And then I could be blocking his blessing, whoever he out to date, that might be his future wife. You know what I mean? And he trying to figure it out. He trying to serial date to see if it's me or her.
That's real.
That's
real. Now, you know I had to mess with you real quick. Let me go to Vince real fast. Go ahead, Vince.
It's so funny because me and Remy always sit up and we talk about how much time we wasted out here in these streets being stupid. Not calling you stupid, I'm just saying being stupid. Now, let me tell you this. You can know everything about a man in 3 dates if you're paying attention. First thing, you look on how he treats the things that he says he loves. First, a man that got something gonna brag about it. If he got a house, he gonna brag about it. If he got a car, he gonna brag about it. If he loves his kids, he gonna brag about it. You ain't gotta wait till 2 or 3 months later to find out he got some kids. So if ladies paying attention, but most of the time you don't pay attention. You scared to ask this question. You don't want to ask that question. And then y'all have sex. And then that get involved. And then you start checking stuff off the list. Oh, well, I'm just going to not look at this one because we vibing and we this. Y'all just don't be paying attention. And the more we talk to ladies, we see that it's not just the men's fault. It's sometimes it's y'all fault too because y'all don't pay attention. Y'all say y'all want a relationship, but then you say I'm going to play around with somebody for 6 months. It should be on the second or third date, you know if that person is what you want. It don't take no 6 months. I don't care if you working 15 hours at Ford's. If you're going out with him twice, you can know everything you want because you know what he gonna tell you. And if he don't tell you, then he's sneaky. People, the first conversation, I'm talking about my kids. I mean, it's not gonna be the third, fourth conversation. I'm on oh yeah, I got a son that live in Indiana, and I done been out with you 4 times, and I ain't said nothing about my son. I ain't said nothing about my mama. I ain't said nothing about my grandmama. I ain't said nothing about my business. I ain't said nothing about this or about that. Y'all just don't pay attention because it don't matter because y'all being entertained. Y'all going to eat. You going to this, so it don't matter just as long as I'm entertained. So this is a good point for our kids. I say always date with intention. Always. I don't care if you don't like them. Let them still be about something. Because if they date with intention, then let them be about something. Well, we just having fun. He ain't got no job, but we just we ain't having fun with him. Oh, well, she ain't we ain't having fun with him. You stay intentional with everybody. So trying to tell you ain't getting that one past us.
No, and then I don't be like you said. It do be a little bit of me not paying attention, and then I just be like enjoying life. I just be really just sitting there, maybe cracking a couple jokes, having you know what I'm saying. That's why these men be friend zone so quick. I got so many homeboys that's platonic because they got friend zone. They never even made it to hit. That's why they platonic. Because I just be like enjoying life, and they might tell me they got a kid and they go in one ear and out the other. Like, and I'm like, oh, me too. She's such and such years old, and then I keep it moving. Like we don't sit there and actually talk about our kids and focus on a whole conversation because I just don't be feeling like we're there yet. I really don't be caring. At the time. Once I start caring for the person, then yes, I do want to know about your kids and what's Johnny's middle name. You know what I mean? That I do, but in the beginning, no. I want to know what's your favorite color, what's your favorite movie, Do you know how to drive a stick shift? Stuff like that. I don't get into I be so surface because people are so temporary. They are so temporary. So I just be having to be surface because I'm an emotional person because I'm a Cancer. Okay. This is why I'm hard on the outside, but I'm soft on the inside because I'm a crab. But I really be giving people the benefit of the doubt. And that's what I was doing in my 20s. Like, oh, like you said, like, oh, he's a good guy. He ain't got no job. But he a good guy. I mean, of course I'm not like that now, being 40, but but I have been in my late, I was 30 dating. I don't think I got with my ex until I was, what was that, about 6 years ago? Yeah. So 30 dating and even coming out here and being single for that little maybe year I was single. It's hard. But yeah, it was no intentions and I be letting that stuff fly right over my head. I don't even be caring, girl.
I hear that. Let me get some of these comments, then I'm gonna come back to Vince. I think he was gonna try to say something. Let's see. Eva Wright, she said, but ask questions and have conversations about things that matter to you. That's one way to filter out those that don't match. Be intentional. No, that's facts. Let's see. Des J, he said, what can also be helpful is understanding what traits that are arousing to you versus traits that are good for you. What's most arousing to you may not be what is best for you. No, that's facts, man. Des J been dropping them all night. Shout out to Des J in the building.
Just gotta say, that's my younger brother. That's my blood brother. That's the little fella. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Des J. He dropping them.
Yeah. So I'll be learning from him too, even though I'm the oldest. That's my boy. That's my homie.
I ain't mad at that. Let's see. Donovan said, Tay, men are moved to try harder when you present a challenge. The friend zone is a challenge. That's valid. All right, yeah, we gonna. You want to say something, Vince? I know you was trying to come off mute. Go ahead, man.
No, I definitely understand, what you're saying, Tay, because, me and my wife talked, and she was like, we never talked about that. She was like, the things that we've talked about only knowing each other for 6 months, I haven't talked about with the dude I was with 14 years. So I definitely understand what you're talking about. But I think, once we come to the clarification of that, then, then we learn. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about learning and growing. I get you.
No, that's real right there. All right, cool. Well, I said I ain't gonna keep us on here all night. I'm gonna take some closing. We're gonna get up out of here for the night. So I'm gonna go to Herschel first. I'm gonna go to the fellas first. So Herschel, Vince, then I'm gonna go to Tay and Chloe. So Herschel, you want to say anything before we get out of here, brother?
Yeah. I just want to say that people need to at the end of the day, people do what they want to do. That's what it is, and I think a lot of it is just a lot of gaslighting, a lot of we just dance around. We say this, we say that, we make excuses or explanations or reasons. People just do what they want to do at the end of the day. If you want to if you want to date multiple women, just say that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? If you want to date multiple men, just say, instead of just saying, it's the dating pool is this and that. No, you just want to be out here. But if you're really serious, about somebody, if you believe in a guy, then that he's throwing that person around you whenever the time comes when you need it. And so when you have that thing inside of you in your heart and your spirit, you feel you want to be like, you want to settle down, you want to have a family, this and that. Opportunities are going to come. They're going to be there. You just have to see it. You have to grab it. You know what I'm saying? You have to stop looking at all the other things. And also you got at the same time, you got to take your blinders off. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just, you just gotta have a little more faith in that. You gotta have a little more trust in people. You gotta do right by people too. Just gotta appreciate what it is. It's like, and all that material stuff, all the the entertaining things, like we were talking about a little earlier, and this and that, like all that stuff is just like, it's just garbage. You're supposed to be able to sit in a room with nothing going on with that person, and you straight. They don't need to be. You should never be saying something like, "Oh, this is getting old. I'm getting bored of this. So I'm getting tired of this. I need some excitement." If you need some excitement, okay, do something then. You know what I'm saying? Create some excitement for the two of you. Just you know, I don't know. I just feel, again, people just do what they want to do. They do what they want to do at the end of the day. Dating, the last stuff that we were talking about all the messed up things about dating, like somebody said earlier, that's not dating. You know, dating is the literal. People need to go back to the dictionary, look up what dating is, look up what courting is, and then just apply that. And you know, everybody have a good evening.
No, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. Let me go over to Vince. Vince, you want to say anything before we get out of here, man?
I think, first of all, we got to know what we are and who we are and what we have to give. Not just what we want, but what we have to give. Because when you're in a relationship, it's about giving. It's not about receiving. You have to give 100. You got to give. And I think that a lot of times and then it all goes back to being intentional also. If you want to date for marriage, then only date people who want to be married. Only date with the intention of marriage. You know, if you want to just be single out here and date, then just be single out here and date, but be intentional and know what you're getting into. You know, I think a lot of times, you know, as we look back on these relationships, we kind of see where we messed up. And I think that these conversations are really good for those of us who have teenagers, those of us who have young adults that will listen, to try to tell them, look, you know, when you out here dating, you ask questions. You pay attention. Like I've told my boys, you pay attention if that girl got a family. You pay attention if that girl have a father. That makes the world of difference. You know, because you come from family. Even my stepson, I say, you come from, you know, I haven't been in y'all life that long, but you see what should be done. You know what I'm saying? You need to be intentional while you're dating. Just be intentional.
That's it, straight like that, man. Appreciate it. Let me go to Tay. I almost slipped up. Go ahead, Tay. You want to say something before we get out of here?
Yes, I want to say to, anybody, the single people, healthy dating starts with you. Healthy dating starts with not only the intention, but it starts with how you feel about yourself and how you're vibrating. I think that negativity is an energy and it can clean go onto you. And I think that you can be the nicest of the nicest person, but if you got some negativity in you, then, it's just, it's just not healthy for a single person. At least when you're in a marriage or when you're in a committed something, then you have something there that can help you through that. But as a single person, and it might be the smallest thing, people that go through depression that might not be able to get up to get dressed. It's the smaller things. It's the small things where just get up and take a shower and put some clothes on, even if you don't go anywhere. It'll bring you up a little bit, and as your vibration gets higher, I promise the men, the quality of men will fall out the sky. They'll fall out the sky. Because I really don't have no complaints. You know what I mean? Me dating as an older person, I really don't have. I met some great guys, with some good intentions, just maybe not the intentions that I had at the time. But I think that if you just like maybe cleanse your own soul, and then it'll just come. It'll just come.
That's real. That's real. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Chloe, you want to say something before we get out of here?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Tay 1000%. I think it starts with you. Like, you guys know I'm always talking about mindset, and I'll be honest, like, I get it. I go hard on women, but I think the reason why I go hard on women is because I see. Well, first of all, I've had to make changes myself. Like, there's things about myself that I had to really take a long, hard look at and go, oh, this needs to change. This needs to change. Like, yeah, okay, I'm married. Okay, but does that mean that I'm done, like, improving? Does that mean I'm done growing? Does that mean I'm done learning? Like, does that mean that I have it all figured out? Absolutely not. That's what shows like this are good for. Because we actually talk about things that are really relevant to our community, and we have all these different opinions and all these different experiences, single people, married people, divorced people. Like, we get a full spectrum of opinions on this show, which is why it's so important. I'm not always right. I don't always know all the things. I can only give just my POV from my perspective, from my life experience. right? And hoping that it'll be helpful to someone, right? But let's just be honest. If we are talking about bridging the gap between men and women and our relationships, it's going to take change. We have to be willing to change. And like Tay said, it's got to start with you first. You change yourself first. Don't be trying to change the next person. Change yourself first. Because how can you tell somebody what they're doing wrong if you're not willing to look at yourself and say, where am I wrong? Where am I falling short? So I think that's why these conversations are so powerful. Like, we have to start with us first. And I think if we change some of the things about us, maybe some of those things that we think is wrong with that person might not be their problem. It might be our problem. And I think that if you walk away with anything tonight from what I've said, is start with yourself. Because some of these things we're saying, some of these ways we're feeling about things, it's not the other person, it's us. And we just really have to do the work.
Okay, there it is. There it is. Well, I'll just say this. This is just my perspective to everybody watching. Multitasking and dating, they don't go hand in hand. Yeah, I know we like to talk all this multitasking and all this and doing multiple things at one time and all that, but the effectiveness is just not there. Yeah, but it's always going to yield a better product when you focus on one. I'm going to be honest with you. So I'm just going to leave it with that. Yeah, put your focus into the right person. That is the key. And let's just step up your discernment. That's what a lot of folks are missing, is the discernment piece. Yeah, see, the discernment piece cuts out a lot of the nonsense. That cuts out a lot of the playing. But see, a lot of folks do not sit down and strengthen their discernment. They're not grounded on anything. But once you put that discernment work in and get your quote unquote, get your mind, get your spirit right, then it's a lot easier to identify who you should even be investing your time in anyway. Yep, I was looking at a post earlier. And I'm sure Herschel, he gonna know what I'm talking about, what I'm saying. But I was looking at a post earlier talking about getting tired of folks, getting tired of people out here. Yeah, but that's true, because essentially we got a lot of nonsense folks around us. Yeah, but like I said, when we get focused, when we get our foundation together, to Shantae's point, when we get our energy together, all of that, our views change. So we got to keep it a buck. Shout out to Lord Man. Shout out to Lord Man checking in. Yeah, I guess it's about time he hopped on the show with us. Shout out to Lord Man. I see he ain't trying to sleep either.
Oh, that's Remy twin right there.
For sure, for sure.
You got the little girl. You got Jewel. She got him.
For sure, for
He's
sure.
so cute. Look at Vince. He's so happy to be a papa.
But man, let's say, shout out to everybody. We're gonna get on up out of here. Shout out to my panel. Shout out to my guy Vince. Shout out to Tay. Shout out to Chloe. Shout out to my guy Herschel. Shout out to little Jason in the building. Let's say we appreciate everybody rocking with the platform. Shout out to all of our supporters down in the comments. Eva Wright in the building. Des J dropping them all night. Ray Cribbs in the building. Kenyatta, Donovan, Tiffany Weaver in the building. My guy Kay Palmer was in the building as well. Shout out to Chaz Johnson. Woodsy Lynette in the building. Man, these comments is going way back here. Shout out to my guy Ray Banks in the building as well, dropping comments as well. Shout out to Felicia in the building. Shout out to Jocelyn Dennis in the building as well. Shout out to Joseph. Crystal Reed in the building. Man, that list was deep in there. I don't think I missed anybody, but I think that was everybody right there. But man, this is Kandid Konvos. We do this show every Wednesday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, every Wednesday night. We go live on YouTube and Facebook. So definitely like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell over at YouTube so you know when we post or when we go live or drop a video. But man, appreciate my panel as always, rocking with us. Great conversation as always. And with that being said, everybody have an awesome night, and we will catch you guys next Wednesday.